back. Hey y'all. It's time for another episode of Let's Hoop. How y'all feeling today?
We good. This is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a loaded one.
Definitely.
I'm hot, but yeah.
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that in a minute. If y'all tuning in, go ahead and hit that share. Go ahead and send to like 4 or 5 people because we got a lot coming up for y'all. And of course, you already know we got a lot of stuff to talk about anyway. But go ahead and hit that share, y'all. But let's get into it.
Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a straight.
All right. How was last week, y'all? How y'all feeling?
It was a good week. Every week's from a CEO commissioner standpoint. Every week is a great week in Sky West. You know,
we wore the same shirt too. What's up?
Finally,
insane.
because folks decided to stop coming in here with brand new merch that nobody else has had access to.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying. Speaking of, the shirt that I requested with the black in the middle with the logos, is that on the way still? Or?
Did you talk to my wife?
I sent you the logo for it.
She can do it.
It's on the way.
I guess. You have to talk.
Man,
Hey man, I won, but we ain't won like that.
No, y'all won. The word said y'all won. I talked to you that day. I talked to Ariel. I need it. I need that shirt with all the logos around it with the black in the middle. Anyway, go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in there.
No, y'all are good. Real quick, let's go ahead and get into our top 10 because I know that's what y'all waiting on. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into that first game.
Wait, hold on. First. Before we get into the first game, I do want to say there was a lot of defense played this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these top 10s was blocks, and I ain't gonna lie, Barlow definitely hit y'all with an exclamation point at the end. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that game, but yeah, just on the onset, like Barlow hit y'all with a huge exclamation point.
Yeah, but it was, man. It's been crazy, man. It's been very exciting. You know, top 10 is like, I know when we first started doing it, it was kind of like,
He's a pretty good.
we
He's
found a
pretty good.
couple of plays, but now it's like it's really some top 10 plays, man.
And I'm gonna tell you, there are things that I literally have to cut out because it's normally like in a top 15.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have to like shave down, like, okay, what's really the top 10 for the week? But nah, it's really dope, man. But wait, before we go into the games though, don't you have something you want to say?
Man, you know what I gotta say. Man, what the ham sandwich? We had a lot of those.
That was definitely.
So we got a little video for y'all with that. What the ham sandwich? Oh my goodness, man. It was funny because Chap was like, hey man, I ain't trying to be on the top be on the bottom 10. He was just over there shaking. They won though.
They won, but they definitely had three. Like, honestly, this has been their show so far. Like, the first 2 weeks has featured them. Like, I think last week, what was it, 2 dunks from them last week? And I'm not gonna lie too. Like, said this week was funny too, because it was like said we thought we expected this tomahawk, and it was like something just malfunctioned. Like his controller died mid dunk, and it's just like his body just hit something like this. Like, what happened? Man, that was funny.
Hey, before we go to the games too, it's a couple of people checking in. We want y'all to check in. So check in. Let us know you're here. I see Champ in here. I see Barlow. He's laughing. My wife actually. She's in here. She must.
I saw her. She must have heard me. I saw her.
Looks like Kmart. It's hot outside, y'all. I've been cutting grass.
Did you just combine K-Ro and Wigamar?
Yes, Wigamar. Yeah, K-Ro's in here.
Barlow, it's okay, bro. But I will say, I don't know how that ball bounced on your head so many times and got lost, but that was funny, bro. That was funny. That was freaking hilarious.
Yep. But go ahead, Lisa, take over.
All right, let's get into the first game. We have the Bulldogs versus the Titans.
Bulldogs, Titans. All right, you can start with that one. I'll start with the next one.
I will say this. 2 things. First of all, the Titans they're playing like Titans. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a great team this year. They have fixed a couple of issues that they had. They closed games a lot better. Even though they lost last week by 1, it's still they're closing games a lot better. And just team wise, they're sharing the ball. Everybody is on one accord. You know, I do think there's some good coaching going on over there. There's a good culture going on over there. So kudos to them. One thing I will say about the Bulldogs is I believe even though they lost, I did see fight in them. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, the last game we talked about, they lost that dog, they lost that fight. I saw the fight in them. It was just, I mean, for that game, just the Titans were the better team, man. They just held it together, and you know what I'm saying. They look polished, so I'll give it to them. And I'm always, because James, you know how James is. He's like, hey man, you know, I still got to give a shout out to James. Man, James he's been playing phenomenal basketball all year.
Yeah,
all year. And you know, we didn't mention him as much last year. But you got to give credit where credit is due. He's the product of going into the gym, going into the lab, and doing what he needs to do to get better. He's a testament to what we always talk about. We went from talking about him a little bit to talking about him a lot now. So, but kudos to the Titans. It was a great game overall. I thought it was going to be like a crazy blowout.
Really?
I think in the beginning they were up by.
Oh, well, yeah, they did go up.
You know
by
what I'm
a lot,
saying?
yeah.
And then it became a game. You know, the Bulldogs fought back and stuff like that. So, it was a great game. But your thoughts?
No, same. I think it was a great game. One thing about the Titans, I'll say this: two things. One, the Backus and Tyler combination is working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all the ins and outs of what's happening, but from a coaching standpoint, those two are doing their thing. Secondly, the Titans, I've always looked at them as like an army without a general. Meaning, and I'm not talking about coach, I'm talking about from on the floor.
Yeah.
Because they've always had these weapons. I mean, look at them even last year. Like, they had these weapons, but they haven't had like that point guard like D'Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And so adding D'Allen, I mean, D'Allen played with them one season, but I think he was like hurt and he wasn't the same. But this season, them having D'Allen, it just changes the game for them. Because in key moments, he makes good decisions. He gets everybody involved. I mean, and then the Titans, like, they're literally playing like they're all bought into whatever their role is. So I think those two things is why you see, like you said, the Titans are playing like Titans right now. Because, like, the coaching staff, they have it together. The players on the floor, they have it together. The floor general is leading them. And, I mean, it's producing them wins. Yeah. Now, what I will say is, and, you know, that's and, you know, we'll probably talk about this more even in the second game. But with the Bulldogs, being bought in or have your locker room being where it needs to be is a big part of winning. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your locker room is not together, look at when and granted, some of them were on the back ends of their career, but when the Pistons beat the Lakers that year they had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, like they had the super team, quote unquote. Like, nobody expected that, but the Lakers had so many locker room problems that year, they couldn't get it done in the championship. And, you know, we've had some Backus reports, right, literally breaking right before the show about trades. You know, King was now on another team. You know, everybody, that which is a crazy, that's, man, listen, that for the Panthers, we're going to talk about that later in the show. Boy. But when your locker room is not all the way together, it's hard to win. And I think for the first two games, the two teams that lost, you know, I think that's what's been beating them. It's not necessarily their talent. They're talented teams. They got great players, but it's that locker room and just being able to pull that together to actually lead to a win. So new coach, just a lot of little cogs. But I think, you know, like I said, I definitely saw the fight. Like you said, it was like, okay, there the culture is that Bulldog culture. There it is. We see it now. So yeah.
Definitely, I agree. And then with the new adjustments, of course, it is definitely going to take some time for them to become a unit with the new coach. So it's a matter of time. I feel like the game was pretty good, and I know Bulldogs can definitely come back stronger than ever.
Agreed.
Now let's go ahead and get into the Savages versus the Red Hawks.
I appreciate you calling us the Red Hawks this week.
You know, y'all had a pretty good game.
Jeez.
A really good game.
All right. Well, go ahead. It's my team, so we don't start with our own team. So
Red Hawks played a heck of a game. You guys played a heck of a game. Darius went into the time machine, and you know he had somewhat of some top 10, and then he had some not so.
I had one top. I was on one. No, not top 10. Yes, top 10. I thought I was closer to the goal than I was. I turned around. I was like, "Hey, we're here now." But
for the first time, not even the first time, I still saw a Red Hawks with a high potential. I did see that, but you know, it kind of imploded at the end. You know, it went back to individual ball play, you know, and stuff like that. And when that happens, that really hurts. And obviously, didn't TJ get hurt that game too?
You on the Savages, yeah.
Yeah, TJ got hurt that game. I thought that would kind of help you guys. I mean, I don't want anybody to be hurt, but I thought you guys that would kind of give you somewhat of an advantage to, you know, actually come back and, you know, win that game, but it just seemed like the Savages. I mean, they were doing what they do. Steve is a great leader of that team, and obviously DRC he did his thing. You know, man, that dude. I don't know. Like does he get every rebound?
He a machine.
Like it's crazy. But TJ actually was having a good game, and TJ, man, I hope everything is good with you, man, because I know when you was down there, we had a little conversation, man, and you know, you said you've hurt that leg before, and you know, we know you're young, because you was like, I'm 26, you know, and I'm just tired of these injuries, man. So we're praying for you, man. But you had a heck of a game before that injury. I think that happened on the block, didn't it?
Bro, he took that shot out of the air. Yes.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was yelling. Like, if you even look at if you watch the game back, I'm yelling because I saw TJ with the ball. I was like, oh yeah, that's cookware. You cook that.
Right.
He got right by him, and I was like, yeah. And I stood up. It was like, hey, TJ just came out of nowhere and just swatted. I was like, God,
it was crazy, man.
Never mind.
But hold on. I got it because Atterbury is in here, so he wanted me to make mention, and I will, because before he got there, they weren't up. And
TJ said he's good. He'll be back soon.
Okay, cool. Good to hear, TJ. But when Cam wasn't there, you guys were up. When Cam came, it kind of changed. I mean, I'm not gonna listen. Cam reminds me a little bit of Dennis Rodman. He does his job. Cam does whatever the team needs to win. Like, that's one thing I like about Cam. It might not be scoring all the time, but sometimes he can score. You know, but what he's going to do is agitate. He's going to agitate and aggravate the other team and try to talk you out of your game. So I'll give him his credit, you know what I'm saying, to doing what he does. So, but we know what's going on with the Red Hawks. You know, it's just, I believe it's just with the Red Hawks, it was a belief thing. It was a belief thing and a buy-in. And I just didn't, I still don't and didn't feel like the Red Hawks are buying into each other in the team concept. But I'll let you speak.
No, I mean, that's the nail on the head, like buy-in. I mean, really understanding, and I mean, I feel like we say this every week at this point, like, it's about what you do on the floor, not what you say you can do or what you want to do or whatever the case may be. It's about what you actually do. You know, it's not about your name, none of that stuff. And especially with where our league is now, like, bro, the league been going crazy today, especially with these trades. And like, if you're looking at these top tier teams, and I was having a conversation with Champ earlier today, and he was talking about talent that's coming in and how that talent that's coming in is going to push some of these players that's in the league out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you really got to make a decision. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep talking about it, asking for playing time, doing this, doing that? Or are you going to put in work? Like, I'll use myself as an example. Like, it was said to me, like, Darius, you look like well, first of all, before this game, it's like, Darius, you look washed. You look like you shouldn't be starting. And all this might be time for you to hang it up. Cool, bet. Guess what? They were right. I was. So all I did was got in the lab and actually worked. And I don't want to get pushed out. So if you don't want to get pushed out, do something. And so that's why we got the game that we got from me on Sunday, because I worked to make sure that could happen, because one of my teammates looked me in the face straight up. Hey, we need you to produce, bro. Like, all right, bet, got you. But then when you got other people that are like, I want the opportunity, but they're not doing that same thing to put the work in, it just creates locker room tension. And it's just like, it's not needed. And I always say this, whether I'm coaching somebody or doing whatever, I always say, you're not going to beat each other, the refs, and the other team. Somebody's going to lose.
Yep.
And a lot of times it's going to be you and your team, because you're not going to beat the refs. And if you're fighting with each other, you're not going to beat the other team. It's going to be y'all that lose. So that's just really what I think it is, man. It's just, it's locker room, man. Like, before we can get in the W column, we have to get in the W column amongst ourselves first before we can even think about that. Because, I mean, shoot, it's not that we have a sorry team. It's not that
Not at all.
I don't know who the GM is, but it ain't that he ain't been making moves. You know, I don't know who he is, but it ain't that he ain't been making moves.
His name WW, man. You know who that is?
I don't know.
Washed Westmoreland.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what they called you. They said you washed.
They did say I was washed, but you just nicknamed it. Hey, I like it though.
Hey, man.
I like it though, because
That should motivate you.
oh, listen, I don't need no extra. I don't need no extra because I hear the chatter, so I don't need no extra. But anyway, yeah, that's what it was with that game.
Yep.
Hold on, somebody said something else that I want to highlight. Also, keep letting people
Shoot you out of the game. I think that's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shoot you out of the game. No sub. Wish all the best.
Oh yeah, that's Aaron. Yeah, she's right though. I mean, you know, we like I said, we have our things, but you know, it's all right because again, we've been working and you know, been making some deals and good to go. We good to
It
go.
looks like some progress is being made, but of course, you know, definitely some inner things that need to be worked on. But I have seen progress in y'all, truly. Right. But next we have the Blazers versus Chargers. Now this game was a good one.
Game of the daggone week.
We knew it was gonna be.
Yep, and it was really a coin toss of who's gonna win, and that's how the game ended. By pretty much a coin toss of who was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke, aka Malik, or I should say Malik, aka Smoke. He had a chance to win the game. And I love this about good players. And I want to really tell you other players that think you're good. Smoke actually was upset at himself for missing that layup. And he took this word, I don't know if this might be a cuss word to do. He took responsibility for missing the shot. That's what great players do. They don't make excuses and point fingers at everybody else. He took responsibility for it. But it was a very, 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 very impressive game. It was good going back and forth. I'll say this. We talked about Shaq. Who's gonna, you know, slow Shaq down. I gotta say, that boy Quinn, I gotta give him some credit, man. Like he did the same thing last year with Shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a tough player. But what was impressive about
and he's not the tallest either. That's the crazy part.
No.
Like Quinn is not the tallest, but he's strong and like yeah.
That's why I call him Zebo, because he reminds me, you know what I'm
Zach
saying?
Randolph,
He really does. But one thing I want to point out about the Blazers, number one, and I'm gonna keep saying this because that's what I was told that they were called the LA Fitness Team.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it from multiple people. I never named them that. I'm just
they embraced it now. They're calling themselves
what I'm saying.
Like DJ was running around saying like LA Fitness Team, the best team in the league.
Right. So and I got a text from Quinn. He said, man, I know y'all call us the LA Fitness Team, but man, them some of the best LA Fitness players that I've seen, man. He said, man, these guys are good. You know, so they're all locked in. But like I said, the most impressive thing, Sean got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh man, you know, because he's a major player
big piece,
on their team. But they still pulled out the win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to a good team. When adversity hits, do you crumble or do you pick up those pieces and keep rolling? And I think the Blazers did a good job of that. And I'm not taking anything away from the Chargers because, my God, I mean, the game was just a great game. Obviously, the Terminator, you know, the Terminator, he does his thing. And the Blazers kind of adjusted to him some. So it was just a lot of minor tweaks and stuff like that. So, man, it was a great game. It was all it was cracked up to be.
Yeah. And when you really think about it too, the Blazers, their depth is crazy.
Yes.
They have a deep team. It's like one of those things. And here's the thing about it. Having a deep team can be good or bad. Because you can have a lot of good players, but then you got people complaining because they're not getting minutes, complaining because they're not getting their shots, complaining about this or that. They got a deep team and they've all bought in.
Oh.
Like, give you a prime example. Lance was a starter on the Red.
Mm-hmm.
but he took a coming off the bench role, and he's thriving in that role.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all saw how he was playing Sunday?
Came in and hit a couple of major 3 points.
Like, Lance was hooping Sunday, but it's just like, again, that's buy-in.
Yeah.
That's buy-in. And then it's just like one of those things where it's just like, okay, you got Kel, you got Sean, you got Aaron, then you got Zebo, then you got Tristan, then you got Gino, then you got DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a deep team to where when you're subbing people in and out, like, I mean, you're not really having major drop-offs. And then again, everybody is buying in and having a ready when my number is called mentality,
right.
Like a pro, like a true pro. Like, I may get a lot of minutes this game, I may not get a lot of minutes or whatever, but like a pro, when my number is called, I'm ready. And like I said, Lance sat however long he sat, got right in the game, knocking threes down, and it's just like, like, bro, what? Yep. It's like, yeah. And like I said on the broadcast, he's dangerous. Like, he's one of those players you got to keep him uncomfortable, because if you let him get in that rhythm and he start
Lance to make him what?
Lance to make him dance, and you call him that for a reason.
Yep. I want to point one more thing out. It was a particular play I saw DJ do. DJ was like wide open under the basket, and he took it out and he passed the ball. And a lot of people like, oh, DJ, they was picking on
the
him.
whole gym went.
Whoa! But I'm sitting here thinking, like, he doesn't care. Like, he does not care. He's like, I'm not the scorer on this team. I know I am a defender. That's what I do. I don't have to score. I have these people around me. And I'm like, dude, that is knowing your role.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear me? I'm saying on camera. Know your role. He's not sitting here claiming to be a superstar. He's not trying to do all of that stuff. He passed the ball out, and I think they hit a shot off of that. And I'm just
they did. They hit a shot off of that. Yeah.
So I'm just like, come on, man. Like, y'all guys got to understand. And other teams who are having, even my team, who are having some struggles, that's where the struggle is, not knowing your role.
Mm-hmm.
You think you have to be the one to score. You think you have to be the one to get the ball all the time. You think you have to be the one to make the move. You don't. Play your role.
We just trying to win.
Just trying to win. And that's what the Blazers are doing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care where it comes from. They just care that they get it.
Mm-hmm. 1,000%. And I feel like the Chargers are the same way too.
Yeah,
that's why they've been successful.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, let's not forget, even last season when the Chargers had KB, Baker, like they had a stacked team, but they didn't care if KB was getting off, they let that man cook. If Shaq was getting off, they let him cook. If Baker was getting off, they let him cook. If Malik was getting, like, it did not matter. And that started with that first season when they won the championship.
Absolutely.
13-0 first season. There was and we were talking about Charger culture that year.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. It's just like being selfless. It matters and when it comes to like winning basketball. Being selfless matters because everybody can't be the guy. There's not enough basketball to go around.
It's not. Definitely not. Everybody's saying know your role. Omar, what's up, Omar? Killed us. What's up, Omar?
Hey man, let me say this to Omar real quick. It said Omar said terrible pass by DJ. He had a wide open layup. I think they got a 3 off of it though.
But do you see what he said?
Definitely knows his role. No, for sure.
He backed it up with that.
Oh, Omar, I didn't see this. I did see you signed up for the 3-point competition, but you want to sign up for 1v1? Just throwing that out there.
I'm just saying because, bro, you a bucket.
Yeah, just throwing that out there. Just
you a whole bucket.
Just something to think about.
We need some entertainment.
No pressure, but it's something to think about. Throw it in the chat. You can talk back to us, or you can hit me offline. But just want to put that out there. All right, where we at?
All right, we got the Black Ice versus Panthers.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a question. So we got Heat Check and we got Fireball.
Okay.
So right now, which one in that game? Which one you think lived up to his name the most?
Fireball.
Killed it.
Fireball. Sorry.
Killed it.
Sean Fireball Jones.
I'm trying to tell
that sounds like a UFC fighter.
Right.
The way I said that.
But man, I mean, this Joker caught. I mean, and it was crazy. And then now they're getting King.
Yeah.
That that's it ain't breaking news because I see y'all already know and been talking about it, but they're getting King. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, Champ, you doing some stuff, boy. You doing some stuff, and it's showing. And
he told us he was going to do this coming in.
Yeah, he did.
All them meetings that we was having before the season even started, and he was talking all that trash. He told us what he was going to do. Man. And he coming in and doing it. So,
Champ said fireball.
But bro, I mean, the name is very appropriate. My boy checked in and scored 12 straight.
Yep.
Straight. Okay?
Yeah.
Like straight.
I mean, and I'm not discrediting any other players. I'm just saying that was just
no,
I gotta point that out.
No, it's just
I mean
it's just a player that knows his role and operates efficiently in his role.
That's the second part. Operate efficiently
in your role. 12 straight speaks for itself. And I think out of the 12, I think at least 8, I think like 9 was off threes alone. Because he came down, hit one on this side, came down, hit one on the other side, came down after he got an and one and got a free throw. Like, it was just like,
it was crazy, bro.
Bro, is he playing one-on-one out there at this point? Like, and not one-on-one in a bad sense, but it's just like, and I do fault Black Ice for his run in some capacity, because after he hit those first 2, I'm in his jersey the rest of the game.
Bro, you can't give him no space.
He's not getting those next ones off, but even some of the others that he got off, like, it's somebody that like left him and having to run back and close out. Too late. It's already too late, bro. By the time he get here, you're dead already, bro. Like,
it's over with.
So my thing is, and then like the 2 that got him started, and that's why I say I also blame. I gotta, Black Ice defensively on the perimeter, they gotta do better with that, because what got him started was he hit the first one on the right side, and he walked right into it, no defense. Came right on the other side, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know who this is. He just saw one go in.
When he sees one.
You just saw one go in.
My goodness.
He comes up the other side, walks right into that one. Boom. I'm like, all right. At this point, chase him off the line. Like, I mean, get him off the 3-point at the very least. He's crafty around the rim. He can finish around the rim and all that. But at the very least, get him off the 3-point line. What Champ say he had 16 in the third quarter?
Yeah, that's what he said. I think 16 in the third. Yep. Side note, Omar did respond.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Dang.
We understand,
Dang,
baller.
Bro.
We understand, baller.
Nah, that's cool though. That's cool. Understood though. I was like,
it's all love though, bro. Like, it's all love, and I'm so happy that Omar is getting the opportunity that he should have been getting.
He deserves it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But yeah. So and just to let you guys know, like, these nicknames come from it just happens.
The top of your head.
It's very organic. And I've said this in other seasons, I guess. I was like, if you don't like your nickname, let me know. But most people kind of, what I'm saying, they kind of like their nicknames. But yeah, so this one.
The only one I can remember you actually changing was Josh. Remember you called him Black Noir first?
He didn't know who he was, but when he found out who he was like, hey man, that dude is dope. I was like, yeah,
y'all know who Black Noir is in the chat? Just
say yes or no.
Just out of curiosity. Do y'all know who Black Noir is?
Because there's a lot of low key nerds. So
y'all know who Black Noir is. I'm really curious to know if anybody knows who Black Noir is. Noir. Black Noir. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, but anyway, once again, like I think Black Ice is. I think they're rebuilding, retooling, and they're still out there.
But even with that though, they were in the game for a lot of the game though. That's why I'm like, yeah, you can say they're rebuilding, but honestly, they look good. Josh turned back that clock too. Like, you talking about somebody turning back a clock? Like, Josh turned back the clock as well. I mean, Black Ice, they actually look pretty good. Rodney still doing his thing. Like, what you laughing at?
These comments. I just started.
So, Scott, we need to talk. I had to tell Scott to just. See what you started?
God,
This
man,
is what happens when you put out in the open forum and they can respond in real time.
I gotta figure it out, man. And like Joe, I'll be honest with you. I want to call you Spin Cycle, but I already named PJ that.
PJ spin cycle, yeah.
Because both of y'all like do that spin move when y'all drive. So I gotta find something out for you, man. It's gotta be organic though.
Keep hooping.
Yeah, just keep hooping.
It'll come. It'll come.
James, yeah, he's right. He was like, "Hey man, just call me by name." I used to call him something else. He don't want to be known as that, so I ain't gonna repeat it. But and I guess it's for safety reasons. And I understand. So I just he's like, man, just call me by name. So it's cool. All right.
Oh wait. So anything else you want to say about the game though? About Black Ice?
No,
you know who played good for Black Ice too?
Who?
Joe.
He did.
Joe played good. He had a lot of good passes that led to actual buckets, and I was just like, hey, he actually even hit a couple of big shots. So
what?
I don't even know who Gary Noir is. Your wife. Your wife.
Were you trying to tell us something?
Man, listen, I ain't fooling with Ariel tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe played very well. Also, yeah, man, it's just, yeah, they are kind of in a rebuild. But for a moment, it looked like a winnable game. Oh God, what just happened? Got people calling me TT at the concession stand outside of Sky West.
I'm just saying. Now, TJ, didn't he put that on himself?
I was about to say, wait, TJ, I think you put that one on yourself, though, because we didn't used to call you that, but then you said something about TT or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, that was you, bro. Hey, I just ran with it.
Or was it Mason?
You know what? It might have been Mason.
It was between TJ or Mason. I can't remember which one.
And I think, the whole Carl situation was going on.
And then Caramel Giant, that it was around that time when the whole TT thing started. But I mean, keep hooping TJ.
Yeah.
Something else might
Yes, champ. They are on.
Yeah, Mason said it. He said, I called him TT.
Okay.
I thought so.
And we know who he is. That's Chicken Man. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just organic. So it's fun. Fun times. I guess we need to move on.
Yes, let's move on. Let's continue to move on. You put it off long enough.
Yeah. It is what it is.
All right, so we got Wolverines versus Warriors.
Man, I was just playing. Go ahead, Derek.
Oh, I was like, whoa. Man, listen, the Warriors have figured something out, man. The Warriors have really figured something out. First and foremost, we're a brotherhood. So I do want to address this without addressing it. Everybody knows Nigel, so I'm not going to go into what has happened and all that type of stuff like that, but we do believe in prayer. And we do believe covering our own. So, matter of fact, just real quick, Father, we just thank you for our brother. And I just pray that you'll be with him through his situation and that you will cover him and that you'll bring him back to us at the next appointed time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I was going to say the whole, hey, pray for him, if you get a chance or whatever. But I feel like a lot of times we just say that and we don't do it. So it's just like, what, we just do it right now.
Yeah.
But just pray for your brother, if you think about it. Not going to go into what happened. But yeah, the Warriors they figured something out, man. They figured something out. And I'm not even going to lie, beating the defending champions is a statement. That's a statement. They basically saying like, hey, we here to compete. We not the team that won 0 games 2 seasons ago. We not the team that won 2 or 3 last season. Nah, we here to compete. And so I think the Warriors, they look scary. And then the thing about it is too, like the size, like their starting lineup. I mean, you got Barlow, Mason, Wando, Sky. We're just gonna point that out. Wando.
The top 10 player that scores 4 points a game?
Oh, no, he ain't had 4. He ain't had 4 this game.
He had 8.
Okay. But it was a commanding 8. He impacted the game for sure.
Oh, cool.
He definitely impacted the game.
But the top 10 though?
I mean, I'm not gonna go as far as the whole like top 10 player in the
He had a
league,
good game, man.
but no,
I ain't hating, bro. He had a good game.
He had a good game. But
Impactful game.
There it is. Impactful game. But see,
Yeah.
that's what people miss.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just want to have a good game. Good game to people means I scored 20.
Right.
I scored 25. I scored 30. An impactful game,
He scored 8, but
how many did he assist? What kind of defense did he play? How many rebounds did he have? Like, he was in the game. And so, you know, I just think all of that collectively, and then you throw Omar in that mix, who just at this point is getting buckets at will.
Mhm.
And then again, deep team, because you got Amari, you got Nigel, you got all these different people, and it's just like, yo, this team is actually legit. Like, I'm a believer. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you know how a team gets the first win, it's like, okay, well, you know, good job, guys. Y'all finally got that win. But then it's like they get that second one, and then it's against y'all, and it's like, hold up, wait a minute, like they might be in the mix. So
Here go.
I hear Mason. I see him.
Man.
I see him. Be careful, Sky.
Tread lightly,
my dog.
Hey man. Hey, look, I just call it like I see it. But nah, I'm not gonna hate because he did have an impactful game. But we lost by 6. So one thing that I've looked at and I've pondered while cutting grass, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at our score, the score of our game. Both teams scored higher than any game of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I looked at it. Nobody else scores like we did. We scored more than winning teams. So what is that telling you? Got a defense problem. Got a defensive problem. We cute on defense. We try to be dogs on offense, but we be playing all cute on defense. That's an issue, bro. And you used to play for me, bro. And what am I? Defense first. Defense first. Yeah, that's not our identity. Our identity is be cute on defense, but we can outscore them. And I'm telling you, if you want to be the Phoenix Suns, they didn't win. I'm just being real with you.
Great analogy.
You want to be the Phoenix Suns when they had Nash and
Sean Marion,
that ugly shot, and all of that stuff. I'm telling you, if we continue to play like we're playing, I don't see us going anywhere because we're not playing defense. Okay? When time permitted, when it was needed, the Warriors played defense. The Warriors played defense. They flustered us, and that's how they came back. We stopped scoring because they played harder defense, and they kept scoring because we sucked at defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's me being super real. And it really was at our guard play. Our guard play, dude, Omar was eating us, bro. Eating us alive, bro. It was killing us. Here we go, pause.
Thank you.
But anyway, y'all know what I mean. But like Omar, and like you said, we didn't play the Warriors team from the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Warriors team from the beginning of the season was a different team. They were coached different. Everything. This game was a well-prepared team, well-coached. And the key is Omar was starting and not sitting on the bench. Because that was crazy work to me. And it might be my fault because I campaigned for Omar to get out because I care about this league. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Omar sitting on the bench is not good for this league.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Because what I love about this league is a Warrior team that has been at the bottom for a long, long time is now looking to rise. And that's why our draft system works. That's why our trade system works. That's why this stuff works. And that's why we like for people to buy in. So my thing is the Warriors are a testament to what's going on, just like the Bulldogs when it happened to the Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you, Warriors. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about you guys. My guys, go watch some videos on how to play defense. You know what I'm saying? Because
I gotta ask you a question though. Well, okay. So King said the Warriors is about the only team that can match up with you guys size-wise, right? Barlow had 26 and 11.
Yeah.
Who was on Barlow?
Amar.
Mm.
And he's supposed to be our defender.
26 and 11.
26 and 11.
Because Shad and Mason, that was a slugfest. They canceled each other out.
Yeah.
But if you looked at the rest of what happened, I'm like, that 20. Even I heard you on the guard play thing. Yeah, I can see somewhat. But what, like, watching the game, sitting there with King calling this game, what I felt really killed y'all was that 26 and 11 from Barlow.
And how many of those were offensive rebounds?
That's what I'm saying.
So rebounds in general, what are the harder ones to get? Offensive rebounds. Defensive rebounds are easier to get than offensive rebounds. What does offensive rebounds take to get? It's called heart. It's called will. He outwilled us.
He did.
Period.
He did.
He outwilled us. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts are facts. You got beat. You understand what I'm saying? And if you keep looking at teams and saying, oh, that's just the Warriors or that's just such and such, it ain't no just such and such this season.
True.
Any given Sunday, that's supposed to be a football tournament. It works in this on this basketball court. Any given Sunday. If you don't bring your A game now, it's looking more and more like you can catch it.
It's true. Very true.
So,
very, very true.
I'm done with my rant. Y'all suck on defense. My team, y'all suck on defense. All right. So, all right. How many more times did I say it?
Nah, I think that's good, bro. I think that's oh man, I think that's good. All right. So I think it's about time for a commercial. Let Sky cool off for a minute. Because he ain't he's not happy right now. But
all right, we'll go to commercial, y'all. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Did you miss me? I know you did. So with that being said, it's a new season. Yes, we are here to eat. Okay, I know y'all think y'all want to watch a basketball game, but y'all were coming to eat. I mean, I hear it all the time, so it's cool. We're gonna have our regulars at the concession stand. You know, hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos. Yes, we're gonna have brisket. Okay, but with the new season comes new items, and we feel like we're gonna change it up a little bit for you. We're gonna have the option for brisket sliders. Those are actually shareable for those that can't, actually do a whole sandwich by yourself, or if you don't want to look greedy, nobody's counting, right? But the biggest surprise that we have, slushies, guys. Do you see this? Let me pour it. Do you see how it hits that cup? Okay. Now that's good. Okay.
If you have kids, tell them to come over and get a slushie because I'm a kid too, and this slushie is great.
So you make sure that you're in the building. After you pay to get in, you know what the next stop's gonna be? The concession stand, okay? And make sure you stop by and see me, buy you some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then you can go in there and cheer for your team, okay? All right, so let's go Sky West basketball.
all right. Well, we are back, and what?
Hey man, I gotta point this out. Thank y'all for buying these slushies. I don't know if the commercial working or just the slushies that good.
Oh yeah,
they have been killing those slushies. Like for real. Like y'all are players, everybody. Like I see it all. I'm like, y'all, God, man, I see a slushie. So I want to thank you for that and just your support in general in buying, concessions. We've had a lot of success with it, and it helps us keep everything going. So I just wanted to personally stop
going and enhance the experience.
Right. So I wanted to stop and just, pause for a second and just tell everybody thank you for your support. Thank you for inviting your family and friends and fans. We appreciate you guys. You're the reason why this thing can keep running. We do a lot of work in the back, but you guys, you're doing your part as well. So we definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you.
For sure. And with that being said, let's get into the life moment for this week. So, Sky, guess what? This week for the life moment, we're going to talk about a subject that you're very fond of, The Matrix.
Not like this.
Not like this. Hey, we did tell y'all that we low key nerds, so
Nerd moment.
like nerd moment. But we're gonna talk about the Matrix, right? So everybody that is somewhat familiar with the Matrix will kind of understand and know this analogy. So remember in the movie, Morpheus gave Neo a choice. You can take the red pill, you can take the blue pill. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'll get mixed up which one did what. But the blue pill, you just go back to you know, your life as you knew it, whatever. Like you can forget all this. Red pill, we can go down this rabbit hole. Now, here's the thing. I want to parallel that to, because again, and I really keep talking about this because a lot of the conversations that I have with guys are about what they want to achieve in life and where they're trying to go and what they're trying to do. And really understanding what the Matrix was. It was a mental prison.
It was.
The machines trapped humans in that mental prison so that they couldn't rise up and defeat them. So a lot of times we in life, we're trapped in a mental prison. And a lot of times we can't defeat it. And what happens is life and moments come up to us and says, hey, you can take this blue pill and you can keep living your life the way you live in it and just keep repeating the cycle. Or you can take this red pill. You're going to have to put in some extra work. You're going to have to possibly go through therapy. You're going to have to possibly, you know, get a second job or do this. It's going to be tough. But if you come out on the other side of it, you're going to find what you're looking for.
Right.
And a lot of times we say, hey, you know what? I do want that, but I'm going to take this blue pill because it's easier right now. You know what I'm saying? Like even, you know, if you talk about athletes, you know, I want a body that looks like this or performs like this, or I want to be able to dunk, or I want to be able to do this, that, and the third. Well, what pill you taking? Because that red pill going to come with work. It's going to come with sweat, blood, tears. Like it's going to come with a lot of things. But then it's like, you know, like we talked about the other week, you know, negotiating with yourself. It's just like, I'm gonna take this blue pill today because I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm sore. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And like I said, a lot of times, and what happens is we take that pill and it keeps us trapped mentally, because in reality, most of where you're trapped at is mental. Because if you can break those mental walls, because what are they formed by? Think about what the Matrix was. It was a visual stimulation. It was a visual stimulation that showed people what they wanted to see. Remember old boy that betrayed them?
Oh, yeah.
He literally knew the truth.
Yeah.
He experienced a better life, or the real.
The famous line.
Which one? What's the line?
The famous line.
What is it?
I know this is not state. I know this ain't real, but ignorance is what? Bliss. That's the famous line.
Like, I know this ain't real. So actually, what I want you to do, I want you to pull me out of the real because it's too hard.
Right.
I don't like it.
Right.
And I want you to put me back in the mental prison because it's comfortable. And a lot of times that's what we do. We say, you know what? I tried it. You know, I applied for that school, or I sent out an application here, or I tried to do this and I tried to do that. And it was just a little too hard. So I want you to put me back in the environment I was in, or the situation I was in, or the relationship that I was in, or whatever, because it's comfortable and it's familiar, even though I know it's not what's best. And I know it's only going to go so far.
Right.
So with this life moment tonight, we just saying, you know, when you have the opportunity and life presents you with the option, take the red pill or the blue pill, stop taking that blue, but take that red pill and dive in and go after what it is you're trying to go after. And then, you know, utilize the sources, you know, the family that you have around you to help encourage you through that. Because again, Neo, on his path to becoming the one, he had people around him that encouraged him. At least you not like, you know what we talking about.
And believed in where he was going.
Believed in where he was going.
The goals that he had. Because if you hang around folk that don't, you need to get rid of them.
Right.
I'm just being straight with you. So what you know about the Matrix, Gary?
Not much, but
No.
to be honest, but what you said, it reminded me of something we spoke about a few weeks ago. You're the product of the 5 people you hang around. Realistically in life, whether you take the red pill or the blue pill, it's still hard either way.
That's true.
Being healthy is hard, but being obese is harder because you have health issues that come along with that. So, I mean, are you going to continue to live in Section 8? Are you going to continue to be poor? Or if you're going to work hard and get the financial breakthrough you need? Everything in life comes hard. It's just what hard you want to take.
True. What was it?
Somebody knew about the Matrix.
Well, he said it was based off insecurity.
Somebody knew about the Matrix.
What? But no, if you remember, it was something my dad he spoke about one time. He said you're gonna experience pain, and I think somebody else said it too. But it's like you get to choose which pain you're gonna experience. Is it gonna be the pain of, I'm pushing through this and I'm working hard and I'm actually achieving this goal, or is it gonna be the pain of waking up every single day, your life looking exactly the same and nothing is changing, and you're sitting in this pain? You got to deal with it one way, with pain one way or another, but you choose which one you deal with. So, yeah. Anybody else got any?
I will say this. I had a great job. I used to work. If you guys don't know, I used to work for Geek Squad. I worked there for 10 or 11 years. I was, one of the highest paid, in the top pay bracket for Geek Squad, and making good money. Had my kids, all of that stuff, bought a house, and was like, man, this ain't it, because it was blue pill. I get to go in, I clock in, it's guaranteed money. I know if I just go do my job, I'm not getting fired, and I decided, that's why I always say when I was cutting grass, because I decided to take the red pill. And basically it's giving me more time with my family. I can just go when I want to, if I need to go somewhere, I don't have to ask a boss,
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to go somewhere? And it really, I'll never turn back. I do not want to turn back to a 9-to-5 type job. And that may not be you guys' aspiration, but I just think it's been the best thing for me. And because I just decided to jump in the ocean and learn how to swim. And I probably wouldn't even be able to do Let's Hoop. I wouldn't be able to do this stuff because I used to get off work late sometimes. And Darius,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how it was. So I'm not chained to the matrix anymore. I'm out of it, and I can make money myself. I can play more musical gigs. I can do a lot more stuff. So if you guys don't feel like you can, I'm telling you, if you take that red pill and you work on it, I have good days and bad days,
Mm-hmm.
But if you work on it, and you work on your goals, I believe you can make it, And if you need some encouragement or anything, Darius and myself, we're both entrepreneurs, and that's what we do. So if you have questions or anything like that, please feel free to talk to us.
And that is your life moment for this week. Applause, 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 applause. All right. So where we at, Alicia? What we doing?
All right. Well, before we go, of course, we got to mention what's coming up this weekend.
Oh, All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we need to break the weekend down. So it's all going to be on Sunday. I would encourage everybody to get here that's participating in the Team Skill Challenge. So let me explain how that's going to work. You can choose any 3 people that's in the league. Any 3 people, and they don't have to be on your team, just any 3 of your friends or buddies in the league or whatever. And you all can compete in the Team Skills Challenge. Now, the way we're going to do it is we're going to see who all shows up for that. I mean, we want you guys to sign up, but that one will allow a couple more people in, the day of. But that's the only event that we allow more people in the day of. And basically, it'll be 3 of you, and it's whoever can get the layup, the 3-pointer, and the half-court shot the fastest. And I think, what was it, Dez's team? It was like Dez, Amari, and somebody else. They did it in like 20 seconds or something like that. And I think that was a time that couldn't be beat.
Was it K-Roll? Was it K-Roll part of it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember it might have been K-Roll.
I think it might have been K-Roll with them.
It might have been K-Roll. Sure. But yeah, so those 3 will basically, and you just competing to see which team can do it the fastest. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to hit a layup, everybody has to hit a 3, and everybody got to hit it's the first person to hit the half-court shot, right? Only one has to hit the half-court shot. Only one has to hit the half-court shot. Then moving on, after that will be the 3-point competition. That one you do have to sign up for. The link has been sent out to the coaches. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means your coach ain't sent you the link. The link has been sent out. Sign up for the 3-point competition. And you'll have, help me out here, 5 shots per spot.
Yes.
And you get to pick your money spot.
It was a minute, right?
I want to say it's either a minute or a minute and 30.
and a half.
Yeah, I think it's a minute and 30.
Because we have to rebound in.
Right. I think it's a minute. You get a minute and 30 to see, and naturally that's just whoever hits the most shots. And then the 1v1.
It
And
was a barn burner last year.
man, it was
It was
Jordan and Amari went at it for an hour.
No. I thought it was Jordan and Incredible Hulk.
No, that was the year before. It was
Oh,
Nick.
that was the
It
year
was
before.
Nick and Incredible Hulk
Nick
the year
and
before.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
Jordan and
Jordan,
Amari
oh, yeah, you're right,
went
you're
at
right.
it for like an hour.
God.
Not a literal hour, but they went at it forever. But Jordan came out
He did.
and he won last year. So I mean, we got some, and I'm gonna throw this out there too. Oh, they went. Oh yeah, cash prizes on both of them. So the 3-point competition, $100 cash prize. The team skills challenge, I think it's 25 per person on the team, and then I want to have a little fun. I'm gonna actually throw this in the pot myself. Let's do
1v1.
Yeah, 1v1. Let's take that. Let's take that. Let's take that. I'm gonna throw another 50 on that. So we'll do 150. We'll do 150.
Ooh. 150.
So
I
yeah.
bet you're gonna sign up now.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw a little bit extra on that. Make it a little bit more than the 3-point competition. But yeah, it's gonna be real fun. 1v1, 10-second shot clock.
Yep.
And you just go at it, man. We got some people in the league this season that I'm really hoping sign up. Now I can tell you one that signed up. My teammate Black Lightning signed up, and I'm just gonna let y'all know he done already talked to me about it, and he said he coming for the whole thing. So
Okay.
I'm just letting y'all know.
No dunk contest unless we start getting more dunkers.
Yeah,
And actually people who want to dunk
yeah.
and show up. Like,
And we gotta get the dunks off the ham sandwich segment.
yeah.
Before that.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie though. Not gonna lie. I would like to see Josh versus Tate versus Rock.
boy. Yeah, those are 3 right there. Man, that would be nice, man.
I would like to see Josh versus Tate versus Rock. I feel like I'm missing one. Hey man, who's the dude on the wall? The dude on the wall.
Number 30.
What's his name?
And I'm sorry,
Number 30.
I'm sorry, because he didn't play. Like, I
You
haven't
hadn't seen
him.
it. I'm so sorry, bro. That was no disrespect.
It's
Not
no
knowing your name.
disrespect because, dude, you play good basketball.
But this dude jumped and his head was by the rim. I was like, hey man, he could probably get in a dunk contest too. 3'8" is crazy.
He like 3'8", bro.
3'8" is wild.
God, dog, bro.
Am I late to the party? I heard I missed some crazy takes. I don't know, Shaq. I don't know. I don't know what the crazy takes were that you might have heard. So I don't know. But yeah, that would be a fun dunk contest. Him versus Jarrell versus Rock.
Yeah.
Versus Josh. That'd be really, really good.
What's going on?
So hold up. His name is Jaden. Okay.
Thank you, Mason. Because I don't remember seeing him on the court like that. And that's a testament to what Mason said earlier. Well, Chicken Man, you're right. I didn't mention this. Who was coaching? Who was coaching the Warriors? Faust. Faust was coaching the Warriors. So I do have to give Faust credit because Faust, he looked at stuff and seen stuff and he put the pieces together. Kudos to Faust. So Chicken Man, good call out.
Yep, for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend. So also we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways and stuff like that, like little, fan interaction and all the type of stuff like that. And then at 5:30, we'll be doing the All-Star game. And that's gonna be very interesting within itself. Our All-Star games are always dope. I think ever since that one at the Boys and Girls Club and beyond.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie, the one before that, when the Heat's last year in the league, that one was fire too. Because I remember Bully went off, Jarrell, he went off in that one.
Yeah.
But our All-Star games are crazy, man. So y'all make sure y'all invite people out. That's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be an exciting day. If y'all promise to act right, we're gonna do the 1v1 like they do the 1v1s. Now we're gonna let everybody crowd the court and just make it real fun and real interested and all that type of stuff like that. So get your cameras out, all the above. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a real fun day. It's an All-Star break, so it's a day we can just kind of sit back, and, all be brothers and just just have some fun, laugh at each other, and all the above. And of course, food, good food. Hey, how y'all like the wings?
Yeah.
How y'all like the wings from Sunday?
The person that's running this show just sat up,
Right.
Yeah, she just sat up.
Yeah. The one that made a cameo appearance last week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know.
She-Hulk just sat up like, ooh, wings. Like what?
So just an announcement. DJ and Steve, don't kill me because I think them the two main ones that be getting
The main brisket.
Yeah.
Now we gonna see what this chat does after you announce this. But
So
go ahead.
there will be because we have a short day. There will be no brisket, but there will be plenty of chicken wings. I want you guys to try it. You know, and see
So that's
if you
gonna
like it.
be chicken wings, burgers,
Still
hot
burgers
dogs,
and
still
hot
all that
dogs,
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And
the,
slushies.
so and what?
Slushies.
It's the hand and the song. So that's the only thing missing from the menu. Just the brisket.
Just the brisket.
Still gonna have fries.
Just give me
Okay.
I just need a break, man. The brisket, man. Let me see. Oh, appreciate you, Chicken Man. That's why we call it Chicken Man. He said, "Man, the wings
Hey,
fire."
we got his son. It was in his contract.
That's what it's in
So
his
if
contract.
we got his approval,
yeah.
we
And
go.
y'all got to understand, like, you know, even though we were enemies, dude, me and Mason are cool. Like for real. Like that's my guy. And I think last season I made him some chicken just so he can like come back and play. So, like, man, I'll make you some chicken if you come back.
Chicken if you play, man.
So
So good, he put it in his contract this year.
right. So but anyway, yeah, and I'm looking forward to 3-point
Look, Kenya
contest.
said dishonor.
I'm looking forward to the 3-point contest. You know, we're gonna get to see the players that.
So let me ask you this: who winning 3-point contest?
Well, I don't know who's in it.
Well, just
I'm
just pretend like everybody is. You know, everybody you would think would be in it. Who would you say
Sean.
would win?
Fireball. But anyway, that is no question. But anyway, like that was supposed to be a hard question. I mean, got down. But anyway, but I'm interested to see the 3-point shooters that sit on the bench. That swear they, you know, all that and don't play defense. That's probably gonna be in it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up with that too. So I had to be messy at least one moment. So anyway,
Shots fired.
all right. So
Ooh.
he said my brother 100.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Kenya, I was with you. That's where I thought she was at when she said dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. What you mean, no brisket? That's a what you call Disney reference. Mulan. We got small kids
Yeah.
dishonor. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Come on, man, follow. Anyway, and then the 1v1. Who we got 1v1?
God.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I bet you don't rattle that answer off too
No,
fast.
I won't.
I
I
bet
won't
you
rattle
don't.
that one. The 3-point contest was easy. We got Jordan. If Omar was in it, I would say Omar.
Picking too many people, bro.
But
You use one.
I'm just no. I'm trying to figure.
Oh,
out
you trying
who's
to?
gonna be in it.
Okay, you can throw Black Lightning in
I'm
there
pretty
too.
sure Jordan Black Lightning is gonna be in it. I think Josh said he wants to be in it.
You're Josh?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
I think he said it in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, or he told Goon. So I'm not sure. I have to see who's in it, but God, man, I'm gonna have to. That's a hard one, cause Black Lightning and Jordan are like. it's
Oh,
crazy,
Kenya
man.
said D Allen. Mason, see, Mason got it. Mason understood. Kenya said D Allen.
And I forget about D Allen because he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And if he's in it this year, that's a rough.
Oh, I'm gonna call D Allen. I know he's not gonna have a whole one-on-one YouTube channel and not get in the one-on-one tournament.
I mean, I haven't seen the
I'm
list,
like D Allen. If you don't, Don too. Don do one-on-one
Don,
too.
yes. And you got Tate.
Tate.
Oh my God,
I want to say
I
put
ain't
Tate
picking.
on
I'm
it.
not picking because y'all ain't. Nope. You ain't put me in no fire like that. Nope. You pick. How about you pick?
Oh, it's easy for me, bro. I'm going on my team. I'm not going against my teammate. Black Lightning. What you mean?
Well, I'm going for my team then. I'm going for Josh then. How about that?
That's fine.
Okay. You know what I'm
Lisa,
saying?
who you pick?
I ain't in there.
She got the hardest job. She don't even. I'm going my team. She ain't got a team. All right, fine. All right.
Is Don Julio gonna be in it though?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. We got to find out.
What's been going on with him? Because that's the other thing about the Titans we didn't mention. He hadn't been here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he's a big part of the team, like a huge part of the team. And they've been winning without him. Like that says a lot too. Says a whole lot.
Champ, we ain't forgot about that, Champ. We gonna close the show out with that, man. We gonna close the show out with that. So Champ want to talk about well, first and foremost, tomorrow is Champ's birthday. So we gonna, say happy birthday, Champ.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, brother.
Be what, 23? How old are you gonna be, Champ? Let us know in the comments.
I'm just gonna let y'all know that the producer shouted out 56.
The one that was sitting up for the chicken like this?
Yeah. She said 56. So Champ, you can holler at the producer on Sunday about saying that you're 56, bro.
I don't think you look 56, Champ. No.
Nah, you don't look 56, my guy. Anyway, so let's close out the show. Trades. It's been a lot of trade. The trade has been trade market been crazy active like the last couple of weeks. I think you had Corey Eugene going to the Titans. Then you got TJ coming from Black Ice to us, and we sending Darian over there to Black Ice. Then you got, I feel like it was somebody else in between that, or either right before that. Oh, Joe Tarver going to the Chargers.
Yep.
Y'all help me out. I don't remember all that.
Showtime went to the Chargers.
Showtime went to the Chargers too. And now this might be the first 3-team deal
ever
in Sky West that happened today. So the details of this deal, we got King and Lou going to the Panthers, and I believe it was for Donkel, the Panthers' first round next year, and the Panthers' second round next year, which was then flipped to the Red Hawks to send Innocent to the Bulldogs. That was a very complex little situation that happened right there.
So the GMs are GM.
The GMs are GM. And you know what I like? So now I'm because I was in the middle of that, but I'm gonna remove myself from the GM spectrum and just be like straight CEO and just like admire what took place. In that 3-team deal, every team got really good things out of it that they needed. You know what I mean? Like if you look on the Panthers side, they wanted to increase, they wanted some more size. And not only did they get some more size, because we know King can play down low, but they also got another knockdown shooter because they already got
Fireball,
and they already got Jordan.
and Jordan.
And let's not sleep on Kobe either, because he's also a knockdown shooter.
See, I can hit him too.
Let's not sleep on CI. But then now you've added King to that mix as well. So they made a move that honestly is just like, I mean, that had to put them in championship contention if they weren't already. Like that was a right now move that made them, I mean, just spot on better.
Yeah.
Then you go over to the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs were able to flip that and get something that they also needed. They were able to bring in NO, which again, something else that they also needed, size. They also got Donovan from us, which added some size, and then they got NO from us, also more size. So Bulldogs got what they needed and honestly didn't lose much. Now, Redhawks, they were able to get the first off the Bulldogs so that they would have the Panthers first and the Panthers second next year. So now the Redhawks are set up to have 2 first rounds next year, 3 second rounds next year. So they're able to, whatever they may have lost this year, they can build and piece together whatever they need. It was just like, bro, like GMs were GMing today. And that's what I love about this league, man. Like, that's what I love about, yes, Fireball is Van Vliet.
I'm not calling him Van Vliet. He is Fireball.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah. But yeah, he like the GMs were GMing, man. And I feel like that's the fun part of Sky West. Like, ain't no need in crying about what your team don't have. And I'm like, be smart, like use business sense and like make deals and make moves and figure it out. You know what I mean? Right. So yeah, I think man, this league is fun, bro.
It is.
This league is fun. So yeah, I was very, very impressed with the moves that took place. today for sure.
And kudos to Backus, bro. I know your phone probably did.
Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. Backus get the most calls. I think next to me and you, the very next person that probably gets the most calls is probably Backus. And depending on the day and the subject, he probably get more calls than we
He
do.
probably does.
He probably get more calls than we do. So yeah, Backus report. We love you, Kenya. Thank you for allowing your husband to do this because man, he's a very key piece to the puzzle here at SkyWest. So Backus appreciation moment.
Yep.
Backus picks coming next. Backus bets, whatever y'all called it whatever y'all called it last week.
Yep.
Oh man. But anyway, Alicia, where are we? Where are we for tonight? Where we at?
Well, I think that is a wrap.
That's it.
That is a wrap for tonight.
Man,
Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up on Sunday because it's going to be lit. You already know. But we do thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been another episode of Let's Hoop, and we out.